2100 hours. Lance has boarded Leopard and we will be deploying shortly. And things are already not looking great. We've got reassigned from supply line harassment to capturing a spaceport. Luckily, we will be receiving help from How Decimus forces. 9:15. Landfall. We've got news of enemy reinforcement dropships inbound. We need to disable the navigation computer before they reach the orbit. Proceeding to primary objective Alpha. 21:18. Primary objective Alpha secured. Decimus Tech recalibrated the turrets in our advantage and the Lance is splitting into task groups. Group Alpha, Behemoth, Banshaw and Medusa. They will be taking the slope and drawing fire. Group Beta, Nightmare. I will be using my jump jets to flank the Up 4 and disable the nav computer as soon as possible. 21:19. Group Alpha reports first contact. Group Beta proceeding as planned. 21:23. Behemoth and Banshaw report injuries. Time is running short, but I'm nearing the primary objective Beta. 21:27. Primary objective Beta reached, nav computer disabled. Banshaw life signs are going critical. 22:43. Mission accomplished, Op 4 disabled, and the doctors just let me know that Banshaw is stable. That's a relief, and I guess that's a pilot life for you. Unless you've had some brushes with death, you haven't done your job properly. Anyways, Kamea debriefed us on the current situation and it's troublesome. There was a chemical attack on a thorium colony world and of course they're blaming the Federated Suns. Kamea is afraid that her restoration is gonna become a proxy war for superpowers. And with good reason. Espinosa has connections all across the galaxy. And he could use the situation to pick and choose allies he wants. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he orchestrated this, or at least failed to prevent it. It seems also that Dr. Murati has found some Starlink era code in Argo's database. And as curious as I am, I'm also a bit paranoid about it. I mean, the code was sealed away for a reason. And considering the ship has been stuck on a moon for several decades, I believe over 100 years, before we jumped it back to action, it was probably a damn good reason. Nonetheless, Kamea plans to investigate it further. That will also be connected to our next mission, because Lord Crossus on Smyton was late Lord Tamadi's Star League expert. So yeah, Smyton is our next objective apparently. The crew and I are taking a few days off until we fix our mechs and rebuild the newly acquired Hunchback and Trebuchet medium class mechs, and well, get everybody out of the hospital. Computer, stop recording. Computer, start recording. Well, I doubt Darius will want to go planetside with me ever again. Can't blame him after today. While we were scouring the market, we decided to take a break in a nearby bar. When out of nowhere I hear a drunk "Hey!" from a familiar voice I never wanted to hear again. I turn around and see Rance. He was my family's head of security, and he's the one who disabled the perimeter turrets the night my house was ransacked. He was also not there that day. Bastard sold out our security codes and got a ride off planet. Seems that the only thing he was doing since then is drinking his 40 silver pieces away. He asked us, well, Darius, to spare some change because he's running from the devil. I mean, I feel almost flattered. He heard about me and it seems he thought that I was tracking him down. And honestly, I could kill him. I could have killed him. But that seemed too easy. Instead, I stood up, introduced myself, and it was interesting to see how fast a man running on all four can be. Darius, of course, knew what happened to my family, but I don't think he knew until today how much it fucked me up. I'm not sure I'm fully aware of that either, to be honest. Also, while we were planetside, Behemoth was driving the doctors crazy. She earned herself a hairline fracture on Panzer and was treating it with some local folk medicine, and it apparently worked. The fracture is gone. She of course wanted to get checked out of the hospital, but the doctors still wanted to keep her in for some tests. I decided to let her go. Doc can analyze whatever she used another time. Or so I thought. Apparently whatever she took made her hallucinate that the kitchen table in a mess hall had claws and was going after her colleagues. So she tackled it to the wall. Important thing to mention is that the table was bolted to the floor and now she has a dislocated shoulder. She isn't happy about it, but I see more sick pay in her future. At least now I know for sure that she's gonna put herself in line of fire for her colleagues if that's necessary. Computer, stop recording.